and welcome to the Unofficial Video Game Show. My name is Ross Gillespie, and this is
Emma Lewis.
And
I'm Tom Knight.
And this week we'll be discussing the pros and cons of online gaming, whether it's good to play and good to pay. And I believe we're going to kick off with our special guest, Tom Knight.
Special guest? What, have I been moved from a regular contributor down to...
Well, you seem to come and go half the time. You know, you're a special person, Tom.
Okay, I'm special. Okay, well I'm going to start off by talking about my kind of online gaming experiences over the years, which haven't been particularly frequent because one of the reasons why I play games is for the story. You know, I kind of want that story told to me. I want to go through a level that's been specially designed, and to have all these sort of scripted events happening. That's what I find exciting. You know, I like going from the beginning to the end, not a sort of a series of ongoing battles with no real point to them. Having said that, when I have played online, in kind of any genre, I've usually found it really fun, and the idea, the kind of idea of it, is absolutely brilliant. But the reality has quite often been that I kind of go into this sort of online arena, and there are immediately people there who've played it to death, and are so much better than me that it makes the experience very challenging and makes me likely to put the controller down sometimes. I mean, I was just discussing the experience of playing a game like StarCraft. It's going back quite a few years now, but the way I like to play like a real-time strategy is to build up this sort of little town that I've got, you know, and have all of the different buildings, they're producing units, slowly get my army together. And whenever I've tried playing like that, someone just comes in with, you know, 100 Zerglings or Proton Zealots or whatever, and then I'm dead. And the only way is to sort of play the economy.
You get the satisfaction of hunting that person down and getting your own back, which is what I like to do.
Okay.
Because I totally get what you mean. You come into a game that you've played the main storyline, and you think I'm alright at this, and then you get online, and there's people there that are just really, really hot at what they're doing, and they end up killing you a lot, especially in shoot-'em-up games. But I get great satisfaction in getting, even if it's just once, just getting them back once, and just bring down a pip or two. That's what I like about it.
So you were telling us about your experience with Red Dead, yeah. Why is that particularly good for
I think I'm enjoying Red Dead because you've not just got like the war, the gang matches where you're in a battle royale type thing, but you also have cooperative gang matches, and you also have the free roam where you can go off and do whatever you like, which is there's other people milling around in what they call rooms. And you can jump from room to room if there's not.
Okay.
Like if you want to actually, like there's online challenges, like there's hunting, and the hunting is actually more extreme. Whereas if you go to a certain part of the map, you've got a lot of animals to deal with rather than just trying to track down one. So if you want some peace and quiet, you can hop around the rooms until you find somewhere maybe there's only a couple of people on the whole map. But if it is your want to go and create some havoc, then you can go into a room with quite a few people and...
So they're quite big environments, are they?
Yes.
That's in a way one of the things that kind of puts me off the other kind of online games, because a typical deathmatch room is always really small, isn't it? Really confined.
The free roam is the whole map.
Yeah.
You can go wherever you like. They have added an extra little thing where when you first start playing on Red Dead, you get given a really rubbish form of transport. You get given a donkey. But you do have a travel option in most of the main towns that you can just sweep off.
You actually level up when you're online as well.
You level up.
You get better experience.
You get better horses, you get better guns, you get better characters.
So that sounds like something that I like to sort of play. Yeah.
I'm enjoying it, and it's the first game that's tempted me into going online. So I think that's a good thing.
How about you, Ross? What are your thoughts?
I was very much raised in a beat the computer environment when I first started. Yeah, I haven't played online that much, but I've played things like Tekken online, and you know, you play some guys and you win a couple of battles, and you play another guy and they've done a 25 hit combo on you in seconds, and sometimes it's just really hard to judge the difficulty on a one-to-one basis. If you play StarCraft, you probably have a level based system or something level better, but in Red Dead you've got a mixture of levels, so you never really know, so it's a bit more competitive that way.
But you can also play the computer in Red Dead. Like, if you go into towns and you've got like the martial law, they're much more severe, and they come after you harder if you do actually kill innocents. So you do have that fact. You don't have to play against the other people. You can just take the more difficult version of playing the game.
I've always just found that playing online is just too difficult. Because even like 2 days after you buy the game, you find someone who's a level 57 StarCraft or a level 58 Tekken player, and you think, these players have been playing for 12 hours
Really
for
pour
Well,
themselves
3
into it.
days
you
in a
get
row.
them, they're called diehards, and you have to question how much are they actually enjoying it, or is it just something that must be conquered?
Yeah, they must complete the
They
game. There's
must
no
complete.
joy in the game. That's all point games as well. I think you've got to have a joy, a reward, because World of Warcraft, you bring that into the conversation, and they've had so many add-ons and so many things to buy, so many armor, so many things. And you say, well, they've made a new armor, but I mean, how is that quest?
How
Seven
annoying
different
must that be for the person who's got everything, and then they suddenly go, right, we're going to chuck in this new piece of armour?
Well,
I don't know.
I think it might be good because that's why they play the game. I mean, I think World of Warcraft is a really interesting kind of thing in terms of online gaming. I mean, it's like I love so much about what they've done with it, and I've never really played it very much at all. But the idea of this sort of huge, persistent world with this ongoing story that they keep on adding to is absolutely great. I think what would detract from it, the experience for me, is the kind of people who are on there and just want to
Casually play.
the people who just want to kind of win and who don't want the
You
whole
could
experience
describe
of
it as
playing,
kind
you
of a
just want-
form of bullying, to be honest.
yeah.
There is that kind of bully element to certain gamers who are on there.
I think what Tom's trying to get is that there's no story with a World of Warcraft game. I mean, you look at Oblivion, they're saying that's the best online game for people who don't play online. Because you don't go online in Oblivion, but it feels like an online game when you're playing it.
Yeah.
And you can actually get to the story and do all the side quests and enjoy it, and there's lots of things to experience.